Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de PGA Tour de K25 sur PS5. Je vais continuer le jeu, c'est parti.
Hello there, my name's John McCarthy and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what happens today. I got good feelings. I'm going to leave it there. I see we're getting into a bit of ranked tours action today. I love to see it. Let's have a good round out there. And setting up for your fourth stroke here. Well, I'm sure that's not what you intended. This approach is heading left. There we go, on the green, good stuff. And this putt's around 11 feet out. I think it goes straight and then dives a bit to the left. Oof. And hopefully you can drop this one down for the triple. And you're 3 over on your round. All right, second hole is a par 4. I think you know what to do. This shot's around 155 yards out. Don't know what that was. Just a little off on that approach. Oh my, this might go down. And the putt drops and we're moving on. Wind is blowing left to right on this one. Well, you've got to hold on to the fairway here. And that'll be safe in the fairway. I'm loving that. The approach is heading a bit to the right. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. Yep, that'll work from there. 21 feet to the cup from here. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Looking good so far. All right, give this a tap. Okay, moving on to the next. And you're currently 5 over for the day. And now we're teeing up on the 4th. Well, you didn't hit that super clean. And that approach was a bit wayward. You're gonna wanna sink this one, to save your par. And as you line this putt up, tilting a little bit to the right. Nicely done. All right, we got a par 5 ahead of us here on the 5th. This is heading for some trouble. And from the bunker. All right, we are back in the fairway. The swing was a little off kilter. Oh, missed the green on that one. Oh no, not great. All right, drop this one for the bogey. All right, that's 6 over for the day. Wind is blowing right to left on this one. That's too bad. Okay, second shot on the 6th. Oh, I'm not sure if this is getting there. All right, back in the fairway. Now let's just drop a dart onto that green. And let's get into something a little more comfortable. Get out of this sand. Okay, here's our bogey putt. I think this goes just a little tiny bit to the left. And as that putt drops, that's a second bogey in a row. Let's turn things around. And you're currently 7 over. There's something off on that swing. I just can't figure out what. And you might not have enough club from the rough. Yeah, go for it. Hit it from the cart path. See if I care. Looks like this one's heading to the rough. Ooh, that chip almost went. This one's about 15 feet. This putt is going uphill and breaking to the right. Oh, come on. All right, let's drop this one in, snag that double bogey, and move on. And sitting at 9 over for the day. Okay, we got a par 3 8th hole. The approach heading right. All right, 8 feet to the cup. Ooh. And hopefully we can finish this one off for double bogey. Well, see if you can use the tailwind on this hole. We've got about 110 yards to go here. This one's heading for the bunker, I think. Okay, and from the green side bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt. Oh, well, yeah, didn't quite make it there. Okay, next hole coming up. Okay, we're starting the back nine of this course with a par 4. Yeah, we'll take that. Okay, this is about 160 or so to the pin. Heading to the deep stuff here. Well, looks like you're a bit off on that approach. Yeah, this one's your 4th shot. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Ooh, bad break. This putt is measuring in at 11 feet. This one seems to be tilting left to right. Well, this has been a bit of a wild one, hasn't it? Hopefully we can get this one to drop, and then we'll be on our way. Here comes the 11th hole. Oh, well, that's no good. Swing was a little bit off there. Here we go. Let's save par on this one. Oh, that one zipped right by, didn't it? Oh, almost got that chip to go. Oh, just slides by. And let's take a peek at our scorecard after that one. All right, 12th hole, par 4. Let's have a good drive. Come on, hold on to that fairway for us. Ooh, couldn't hang on. That one just sneaks into that first cut. I think he got a little too much of the ball out of the rough here. This is a very, very long putt, but I have confidence in you. This one's going hard to the right. So far, so good. And that's not a bad effort. And with that, we will move on to the next. Okay, par 3, 13th hole. Knock it close. Oh no, water. And setting up now in the deep rough. Oh yeah, that was a tidy little shot. Well done. And let's see if we can drop this one for the triple. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. No, that's gonna wind up short. Okay, let's see where everyone's sitting on the leaderboard now. Okay, this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. And nicely done, we're back in the fairway. This one's about 120 yards out. We're on the green with that one, well done. About 17 feet to the cup. Good luck with this one, it's going downhill, right to left. Oh yeah, I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay, on to the par 3 15th. I don't think you're gonna like this. All right, from the beach. Good job out of the sand, well done. Okay, this one is for the par. All right, this one swings out to the left. Good stuff. Okay, par 4, 16th hole is next. Don't worry about it. This one might be coming up short from the rough. All right, setting up now in the bunker. Let's see what you got. Okay, we're out of that bunker. A little bit of work left to do, but no worries. All right, for the bogey. Just a little too much power. Teeing up now on number 17. Setting up from the long grass here. Let's get on out of this. Here we go, 37 feet. A bit too much power into that putt. Okay, setting up for the bogey. Just a little too much pace on that one. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store for us. Okay, on to the par 4, 18th. This one's looking dicey at best. Okay, let's check our distance twice. Okay, we're in the deep rough. Careful. This is very, very sandy. Let's get out of here. This one's just about 6 feet. And with that, we brought this round to an end. And with that, I will leave you to your own devices. Thank you for the round, and I'll see you next time. Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and first of all, welcome to the nature. Second, welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. This is gonna get good. Today we're looking to take a bite out of the Copperhead course at Innisbrook. All right, let's get this going. This one's 17 feet. This putt looks like it's going uphill to the right. Oh, right by. And that'll drop. And the wind's a little blustery, blowing right to left on this one. Okay, second shot here on the second. And your approach is heading right at the pin. Fingers crossed for a nice up and down out of this greenside bunker. Okay, you gotta get this to go if you want to save par. Just 3 feet left. Okay, 3 over par for you. All right, the third hole is a par 4. Let's do the thing. Okay, we're in the rough. It's better than I thought, though. It's not too bad. This one's going in the wrong direction, I think. And this is our third shot. Oh, the chip slides by the hole. Little too hard. Ooh, those ones usually drop. You must have, I don't know, did you rush it? I don't know. We're teeing up on the 4th hole now. Well, I can't hit all the greens. Oh, so close. All right, let's go. This to save par. All right, let's pipe this up the middle. Par 5 here on the 5th hole. Oh, something went amiss. And you just spanked it out of that bunker. Well done. This one's going right. Here we go. This is for par. And you are 6 over par at the moment. Now let's see what we can do here on the 6th. Yeah, that's unlucky. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. This one needs to run. Well, missed the green there on that one. Okay, let's sneak this one in for par. Let's go. Looks like this one's breaking to the right. Well done out there. That's your par. Blowing left to right on this one. Well, that was never going to be good. And from the rough, not sure you caught enough of the ball here. And wouldn't it be nice to save par here? Ouch, right by the hole. And after that, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see what's going down. And the 8th hole, we have a par 3. Well, not the purest of strokes. We're in the deep stuff. You might need a club or 2 extra on this shot. All right, let's get out of this sand. And now we will putt. Nicely played out of the sand. Okay, best of luck with this one. 16-footer. And that'll do nicely. Now the par 4 9th. Ooh, looks like we're going to the fairway. Okay, this one's about 135 yards out. Good job with that chip shot. Okay, well putt. Now let's move on. And the back 9 begins with a par 4. Well, might not like the results here. Oh, just missed that chip. All right, let's put this in and fire a double bogey on our card and get out of here. All right, now let's take a look at the scorecard. Wind blowing left to right on this hole. Should be smooth sailing off the tee. Okay, second shot on the 11th. And from the green side bunker. Way to chip that one close. Well done. Okay, let's take a look at this next hole now. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 12th hole. Let's do it. just in the light rough at the moment. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. This one's 25 feet away. And here's an uphill putt. Moving to the left. Oh. And for the bogey. And there we go. Here we go now on the 13th. And blunk. All right, setting up here deep in the spinach. All right, back in the fairway. Now let's go for the green. Oh no, brutal. And 5 feet left to go. And now for the par 5, 14th hole. Right off the tree. Unlucky. Okay, here's our third shot. Oh, denied. Setting up for the bogey putt here. All right, maybe next putt we can drop it. This one's just 3 feet. Well, that hole's behind us. Let's move on. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Well, that's too bad. Pretty sure you weren't planning on that. It's okay. Oh, nice little chip there. Okay, you need this to go, this to save par. And next is number 16. This one's a par 4. All right, let's get out of this mulch as quickly as possible. Setting up around 130 yards. A little bit to the right on the approach here. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. All right, nothing to worry about, just a bogey putt, that's all. And the putt goes down. Good job. And now on to the par 3, 17th. Ooh, can we get a kick to the left? And here we have a very long putt to contend with. Oh! This one's just a 3-foot putt. And now, the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Looking pretty good off the tee. And this one's around 140 yards to the pin. This one's heading a little bit too much to the right. Oh, just about dropped it. Okay, come on now. This to save your par. And that was a bit of fun. Thanks so much for the round. I'm glad that you brought me along for the ride. We'll see you next time. Hi there, my name is John McCarthy, and I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. We are just about go for launch here in this ranked tour event. Let's get it going. Hopefully you have a good one out there. Okay, back in the fairway. Great stuff. And this one's about 85 yards to the pin. Well, better luck next time. Okay, let's get up and on our way from this bunker. And setting up here for the bogey. A little bit too firm on that one. Oh my, that's slightly embarrassing. There it is. A little windy for my liking out there. Be careful. Nice shot. All right, hitting into an elevated green. Bit of an awkward swing. Well, you can't hit them all. And from the green side, sand. Looking for an up and down here. And this one is 30 feet away. But I think it's breaking to the left. From there, fine effort. All right, let's move on to the next. Teeing it up on the third. Whoops, there goes the, yeah, that's the water. And this shot is around 170 yards away. Safely on the green. Good luck here, 18 feet to the cup. This one's going pretty hard left to right. Just, yeah, a little too much on there. And let's shake out the cobwebs. That's your second bogey in a row, but we'll perk up maybe on the next hole. 5 over par currently. Okay, we have a par 3 as we head to the 4th. All right, let's leave this sand behind us. What do you say? Here we go, bogey putt. And we got a par 5 here on the 5th hole. Let's have a good tee shot. That was a good one. This one's your third. Well, unfortunate. That's going to get counted as a missed green. Well done out of the bunker. 14 feet to the cup from here. Yeah, I think this putt's going to break to the right. Just a little bit aggressive there. All right, let's sink this, grab the bogey, and move on. Let's see if you can use the wind on this hole. It's left to right. Well, that'll happen. And I don't think you caught enough of the ball here out of the rough. Yep, that's going to do. This is a 9-foot putt. Oh my, that's too bad. Okay, that putt's done. And the 7th hole is upon us. And this is somewhere around 150 yards from the pin. Ah, chip was close. That chip was pretty close. Okay, par putt coming up. Okay, we're moving. We're moving to the next. Okay, par 3, 8th hole is next. Oh man, this one's heading to the sand. Okay, from the green side, sand. Hopefully we get up and down from here. Oh, almost perfection there with the chipper. Okay, 11 feet to deal with. Oh, no. All right, that putt'll go. And the 9th is a par 4. A little less than pure on that swing. All right, from the fairway bunker, let's see how this goes. And I don't think you got enough club on this one out of the sand. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. Oh, it almost went. This one's a 4-foot putt. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. Yep, that swing was a little bit off. And second shot on the 10th coming up. I think you might be coming up a bit short from the rough here. Okay, let's get this ball in the hole. This to save par. Pretty straight here, a little bit to the left maybe. Not a bad result from that distance. The wind's picked up here, blowing right to left. Yeah, that'll work. Second shot here on the 11th. Ooh, nicely done on the chip shot. And that's great. That drop shot on the last is kind of a race now with this birdie here on this one. Nothing wrong with that. And this is about 165 yards or so to the pin. Oh my, splash. Looking really good. Oh, that's how you pitch the ball. Right into the cup. Well done. Here comes the 13th hole. Oop, that one, yeah, that's in the water. We are in the deep stuff here. I don't know if this one has enough from the rough. And here we go for the double bogey. Oh, come on, be nice. And let's get going. Give this a tap and we'll move on. Okay, now for the par 5 14th. Good job. That ball was bad for you anyway. That was a bad ball. Here's your 4th shot. And I think this is in the rough. Okay, nothing like being back on the fairway. Good stuff. About a dozen feet to the hole from here. And that putt drops on in there. Good touch. And we are working with the tailwind on this hole. A little wayward on that approach. Here's our second shot on the 15th hole. All right, come on now. This putt to save par. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Oh, my goodness. And that'll do. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 16th hole. Yikes. My condolences to your shot. All right, just pop her out of that mulch and let's move on with our day. And this one out of the rough. I don't know if you're going to make this. And this putt is way out there. Best of luck. This putt's moving uphill and to the right. Bit long on that one. Ooh, right by. And here's our look at a quadruple bogey. Okay, it's slightly painful. Let's try to get this to drop. Okay, the hole is 17. The par is 3. Let's have a good tee shot. Okay, we are in the deep stuff currently. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Okay, setting up in the bunker here. All right, nicely out of that sand. Now we're putting. Looking at an 11-foot putt here. Oh, oh man. All right, moving forward. Let's see how you do here on the 18th. This one should be in the fairway. And this one's about 140 yards or so to the pin. A little too much to the right. Nice chip, fantastic. All right, finishing things up here with the tap-in bogey. And that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for playing, and we'll see you next time. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy, and we are about to find out how low you can go in this ranked tour event. Hopefully, we'll see that name of yours moving up the leaderboard before too long. Have a good round today. Be careful with this one. We're in the deep stuff. It's not your best swing, but we'll get through this. Way to go. Back in the fairway. You've done well. Nice shot. That'll do. This one's about 22 feet to the cup. This one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. And this one for bogey. A bit too much power into that putt. Okay, safely home with that putt. We got a right to left cross breed going on this hole. This is about 185 yards or so to the pin. Yeah, you definitely didn't hit the sweet spot with that one. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit. And this one is a safe par. Oh! 3 feet to go. Ooh. Oh, too bad. Just a tap in on this one. Okay, we're on the third hole. It's a par 4. Oh, into the water. Looking like about 185 yards out. Not confident in this one. I think it's in the rough. Yeah, this is deep, deep into this rough. This is like a hack and hope situation. Okay, double bogey coming up. Going up the hill and to the left. And the putt goes down. Of course it would. Well done. All right, now we're heading over to the fourth, and we got a par 3. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. Ooh, it almost went down. And for the par. And that putt safely in its home. Okay, here we go. 5th hole, par 5. Have a good drive. And from the fairway sand. Oh, you got a lot done there. You got distance, you got out of the sand, you got a nice lie. Good stuff. Setting up here for your 4th. 26 feet to the cup. Well done from there. Maybe next one will drop. And that putt'll drop. Heads up, wind's going right to left on this one. What happened there? And here's our second shot on the 6th. Yeah, might be in a little bit of trouble here. Well, you might not have enough out of the rough here. Get there, get there. Ooh, nicely done. Chipping that one in there. Good hands around the green, and even though it's for bogey, it's pretty exciting, isn't it? And currently sitting at 9 over. Okay, let's see what you can do here on the 7th. I think we're heading to the fairway with this one. This is clocking in at around 170 yards or so to the pin from here. Okay, I'm not going to ask you to hole this out. This putt is gargantuan in scope. I'm going to just make a humble request to nestle this one in there close. 12 feet to go. This starts off pretty straight and then goes a bit to the left. And that'll go down for the bogey. All right, have a good tee shot on this 8th hole. Par 3. You could get that close, I think. All right, let's get back in form. Coming off 3 bogeys in a row. I think we can do better here, though. Okay, this will save your par. Let's go. Oh. All right, here's the tap. And now the 9th. It's a par 4. And from the rough. Okay, out of the rough, and this might not be enough. Well, that's all right. We'll get on the green next time. And this next putt for par. Wind's blowing right in our face on this one. Nicely struck. All right, second shot on the 10th. Ooh, a little bit off on that swing. Make sure you check your swing meter. Great chip shot there. Pure. That's pure. And that will do. Okay, we're heading over to the 11th hole now. We got a par 5. All right, here's a 5-foot putt. And a great effort on this hole to bounce back after the bogey on the last. Great work. That's a birdie. Let's see what happens here on the 12th hole. Yeah, you'll take that. All right, this one's around 155 yards from the pin. And unfortunately, that one just snuck its way into the deep stuff. Oh, chip almost went. Okay, let's slide this one on in there for our par. Well, that putt's just going to fly right by the hole, I guess. This one's from around 21 feet. I think this goes downhill to the right. Oh my. Here we go. Double bogey putt coming up. And the headwind is definitely a thing on this hole. And dunked. Setting up here from the deep stuff. Might be rough. I'm liking that one. Nice chip. Oh, almost. This one's just a 3-footer. My, this is a tough hole. My sympathies go out to you. And now the 14th hole. We got a par 5 ahead. Well done. There you go. This is shaping up. Putting for eagle next. 15 feet to go from here. I don't think this is going to go right to left. Almost. This could be a birdie on the scorecard. Just a little tap needed here. And 3 putting in for par on this one. Let's see what happens on the 15th hole of this course. Okay, out of the green side bunker. Let's have a nice up and down and skedaddle. Setting up here for your 4th shot. Ooh, nice little chip on that one. And this putt from 4 feet. No, that was tough. It's a little bit too hard on that one. Okay, on to 16. This one's a par 4. A little awkward on that swing. Setting up here in the deep stuff. Coming out of the deep stuff might not be enough. This might not be enough out of the rough. And from the green side bunker. Oh my, nicely done out of that bunker. Well done. Heads up, wind's blowing left to right here. All right, good luck. Second shot here on the 17th. Okay, you need this one if you want to save your par. It could be a good one. And in the cup for par. Good job. Okay, lengthy par 4 ahead of us here. Okay, we may need a little more club than normal here. That green is elevated. Let's get out of this. This is a little spinachy for my liking. Here's a putt from 17 feet out. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. A little too hard. Ah, no good. Well, that's never fun. Oh, almost in there. And we're done here. Finished with a tap. Well, might as well get on my way here. I had fun with you today. Hopefully we'll see you real soon.
Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas, reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo.